Hello everybody, I'm in Jamshedpur today for the appointment with Hemant Nerurkar, Managing Director of Tata Steel, India's largest steel manufacturer and the world's fifth largest. Mr. Nerurkar, thank you for your time and for the appointment. We are at the start of a new year. What's the outlook for the steel industry?
The outlook for the steel industry in India is quite good. The demand is on the up, the Indian economy is doing well. So India, China, these are the two countries, and some of the other countries in the developing world will be doing quite well. Good news is the rest of the world, the developed nations are also gradually coming back out of the problems. So you can see some silver lining on that side, because we also have a very big capacity in the UK and Europe. So overall the situation should be much better than what it was in the year which has gone by. To that extent we can actually look forward with a smile. Having said this, the prices are going to be under check because the overcapacity still will exist in the world. So those who are efficient, those who are able to control costs will do well, and that's the way I look at the next year.
You mentioned that Europe, where Tata Steel has considerable presence via Chorus, which is now Tata Steel Europe, is going to see slight recovery. Would you be able to give us a sense of exactly how? Because I think you all gave guidance in your last quarter results saying that by the end of FY10, you will see 85% capacity utilization.
Yes. No, as we said in the last quarter, if you see the last year, starting with April and ending with March, first two quarters were quite bad, and the capacity utilization was hardly 50, 55, 60 across entire Europe or North America. In quarter 3, everybody started ramping up production because the demand did pick up. In quarter 4, we also expect the same kind of a demand. So the capacity utilization will be around 85%. And the reason is 85% is the flat products are moving full out. It's the long products which are not doing so well. And the construction industry in Europe has not picked up the way we wanted. We would have loved to see it pick up. So that's the difference, and that's why it is at 85%. But 85% is a reasonable capacity for a steel plant. 50 was disaster.
You mentioned that price will still be under pressure, and you will not see, I think, the heyday of prices that you saw about what, 4, 5 years ago? Even 2 years ago?
2009 was one of the best years. If you see the first half of 2009, the profitability was very good because the raw material prices were as per the previous year's contract and the steel prices were very high. So this year we had lots of difficult time to explain every time Q1 over Q1 last year, and it was no matter how well you do in India and Southeast Asia, it always got compared with the best quarters what we had earlier.
We're talking about capacity. Tata Steel's 3 greenfield projects between Orissa, the state we are in currently, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. All 3, the updates seem to be about land acquisition.
Yes.
And I have heard you make statements about the fact that there is political confusion, and more critically that the people who would be affected as a result of land acquisition don't seem to believe they're getting a fair deal. What is your experience and of how this process should be managed in a humane manner and a fair manner for all stakeholders?
If I have to relive my experience of Orissa project and if I have to start afresh, what I will do differently is only one thing, is that we need to spend far more time explaining to people even before thinking of anything, explaining our position, what we are expected to do, how we will do, how it is affecting each family, because each family there are definite segments in a village. If for people who are born and brought up in the cities, for them village is a village. For example, women in the village, they have a reasonable power because they are the ones who work many times, especially in this part of the world. Now, if you go for an industrial society, what will they do? So how are we addressing that? Then all people, people, not that they are in a great shape or a great health or a great income, but they have a feeling that I have some land to myself. Now we are going to take it away. How are you ensuring that they will get a fair deal, and how will you ensure that they feel safe financially? That's the second one. And third one is, many times we have said that we will give employment to some people, and those promises have not been kept. So there is a credibility issue. And the fourth thing is that in a family, if you give job to one person, what does the rest of the family do? You know, there are daughters, there are other sons, and they have seemingly lost their land. So you need to create a lot of small employment opportunities for these people. So these are the 5-6 different things one has to do. And I am saying this purely that everything is rational and correct in this world. After that, on and above that, there is definitely some political influence, because I say this again and again. We have this, our two plants, ferrochrome plant and Sukinda chrome ore mines, only 20-25 kilometers away. These people have their relatives working in our plants. They are seeing their standard of living, and they know the credibility with which Tata Steel will treat people. Yet, there are some 200 families who will not shift. So obviously those reasons are then definitely different. So that's what is going on. Having gone through all these experiences, I think now in Orissa I am seeing certainly some positive signs. And for last 2 weeks or so we are doing some work there, maybe albeit small or on the peripheral side, but we have been able to consistently do it well. There is a support from the unexpected quarters which is coming in. So I am quite confident that somewhere in this month we should start Orissa in a full-fledged manner with the support of the people who are there. In India, you must grow faster. After all, we are the only country, or apart from China, we are one of the other nations who is growing very fast. We have a capacity of 7 million ton today, going to 10 million ton in Jamshedpur. Now Jamshedpur, as we have seen, it's an old plant, grown over a period of time. So the town has grown around it. So I can't grow anymore inside the plant. Of course, I have to say that with tongue in cheek, because every time we have said that we have managed to add something. But it looks like 10 million ton is going to be enough around. So we need a different place. And Kalinganagar, Orissa is the next place. And we need that capacity, because again you will see by 2014-15 you will have shortage of steel in the country. So by that time that plant will come. And then of course Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, whatever falls in place. So that's the way it must happen. Similarly in Southeast Asia there are opportunities. Smaller opportunities, of course, not like the big one here. So all those are the ones which we need to encash quickly. Otherwise we cannot remain a number 1 steel company or number 4 steel company or number 5 steel company in the world. Chhattisgarh is a bit of a different issue compared to, let's say, Orissa and Jharkhand, because Chhattisgarh you have a genuine law and order problem. You are near Datewada and that's a difficult area. But Jharkhand, exactly the same thing has to be rolled out, and Jharkhand is actually easier because you can get the people to Jamshedpur, that's a demonstration pretty quickly.
And corporate entities need to do it. It can't just be left to government. That is my question.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. The government cannot do what the corporates can do in this respect. The government can facilitate. The government can ensure that the records are done properly, the justice is done properly, or the job is done correctly. I mean, that's really the job of the people who are these land acquisition people, etc. After all, we are going to be with those people for the rest of the life. The land acquisition officer of the government and all that is going to do this job, and that's it.
Right.
He has nothing to do with that. It is we who have to be live there for the rest of their lives and our lives.